All right, I'm sorry. Do we have Chat, do we have sound now? We gotta start over. We the live stream yesterday for Rants About Making messed my live stream intro up. I forgot to switch things over, and I'm learning, chat. I'm doing live streams on 2 different channels, and the settings are different for. My bad. Okay, here we go. Rants About Tech Live. How you guys doing? Thanks for coming. This is Rants About Tech Live. Number, where we at? Number 264. For this Friday, February 20th. I'm your host Rod here in rainy Philadelphia, and is the Philadelphia cam is still not working. Okay. I'm here in rainy Philadelphia today. I'm here with some of my really good friends in the chat. We got Dr. Lean, we got Mitch, we got BM. Good morning to you, sir. And we got Dr. Lean, if I haven't mentioned it already. And we got Aaron. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you having better weather where you are. And I hope the sound is good. I'm learning, you guys. I'm doing live streams on 2 different channels, so I'm learning how to switch back and forth between the 2 profiles, and it's difficult. It's difficult. The life of streaming is, you got to learn some things. Sounds great. Thanks, Mitch. I appreciate it. All right, so we're back. Okay, this is the Rants About Tech show where we talk about tech news, talk about eInk news, talk about all kinds of random stuff throughout the day. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, consider joining us 10 a.m. till kind of whenever, Monday through Friday. Today we got a couple of good things to talk about, but before we get started on that, I'm going to just mention the women's USA hockey team who won the gold yesterday. So it's funny that I learned this little fact by watching the Olympics, that since the inception of women's hockey in the Olympics, either the USA or Canada has won every gold medal. But it's great that the USA pulled it out. Great, the USA pulled it out. Another question. I'm gonna put a poll up. I'm gonna start this poll. Should we migrate from Discord, you guys? Or should we wait? Or should we should we wait it out? People are leaving Discord in droves. So I want to know if we should migrate our Discord. I can't type, you guys. I'm not going to hold you. That's why I write. Should we migrate our Discord to another service? And that's a question I'm putting to everybody here, and we're going to put a poll up here. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know if the community we have here are adverse. I mean, I know we're adverse to age verification with Discord. I'm adverse to it. I haven't done it yet. So I know some of you out there are as well. How do you feel about the Discord? Should we wait the drama out on Discord and see what happens? Or should I start another server somewhere else just in case the worst happens and have dual whatever happening? Or should we just migrate all together? I only have 2 options here, so we don't. But anyway, let me guys know how you feel about that throughout the show. I'll keep mentioning that. What else we got here for the beginning of the show? All my printers are down. All my 3D printers are down. I have 3 3D printers right now, and all of them are down. My small printer, the Mars 5 Ultra, went down yesterday right after I finalized the clear nibs, the nib sleeves, right? The material, fantastic. The shape, fantastic. Right now, the shape is so perfect and pristine, I can just take the nib, slide it with friction into the nib sleeve, and it's perfect as it is. I cure them in place, but I mean, the fit is so tight that I can do that. So it's really precise. But as soon as I got that perfected and I went to go make a bunch of them, actually what I did was I did make a bunch of them. I went through the process, made a bunch of them, and then I went to go try to make some more with a different material and realized that my printer wasn't working. I'm like, I just used this. I literally just, nothing was wrong. I just used you. What's 3D printer? So now I have no 3D printers. My big printer, the Saturn, that was my fault there. It's down because I got resin on the heating board that regulates the heating of the vat. That's coming in the mail. I got confirmation yesterday that that's in the mail. It's being sent. So I'm going to be able to have that soon, but that's going to be 2 weeks because it's coming from China and it's like 10 to 20 day travel time. And as you guys know, the Form 4 from Form Labs over here is just, it stopped working. I don't even know what happened to it. I'm recording my they wanted me to send pictures of this thing. I'm recording a video instead. And I'm going to post that and then send them the link. They'll like that. I know they will. Marines 1 is none of 2 in 1. You need 3 at least. Yeah, I do. I need at least 3. I'm gonna try to keep multiple 3D printers regardless of which brand I keep. But I'm definitely looking for, and BM, thanks for going into Discord and giving me the suggestion, the Hey Gear suggestion. I really appreciate that. I've been researching them as well. But I did put a suggestion in there. Uniformation is another manufacturer I'm looking at. It's, you know what's weird? It's really hard to find professional 3D printers that are not $10,000. You know what I mean? Like in that $0 to $10,000 range, there's 2, and I have one of them, the better of the 2, and I'm so upset with this whole printing thing. All right, let's move on to the tech news, you guys. All right, so what we got? First up we got here is going to be Gemini Pro 3.1. Now, I hate reporting on advancements in AI because it happens so fast. It's almost like talking about Onyx Boox operating system. If you spend a week making a video on their operating system, it's going to change next month. That video will live for like 24 hours before it's outdated. And if you're me, you like making evergreen content, things that people can come back and watch 2-3 years later maybe and still get some value out of it. You're not doing that with, anyway. So that's why I don't really like reporting on AI advancements, because they just happen so fast. You'll be doing this every 10 seconds. But here we go. On Thursday, Google released the newest version of Gemini Pro, its powerful LLM. The new model 3.1 is currently available as a preview. Let's get rid of this. Still get rid of this. As a preview, and will be generally released soon. So basically, it will be released for the general public in a short period of time, but it's not available for the general public just yet. Google's new model may be one of the most powerful LLMs yet. That's dumb. I hate when companies say that. I mean, I hate when companies say that. A company will be like, this is our best, Apple, this is our best model ever. Well, no crap, Sherlock. Do you expect us to believe you're making a worse version than what you did last year? And even if you did, do you expect us to believe you would come on stage and say that? It's so dumb. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wow, you made it better. Oh, this new version, you made it better. Typically, they make them worse. You made it better? Oh, wow. Wow, I'm going to look at this because it's better. The hell are they doing? We acknowledge the fact that the new thing is, you're going to say it's better. Please. It's our best model yet. Okay, anyway, onlookers have noted that Gemini 3.1 Pro appears to be a big step up from its predecessor, Gemini 3, which upon its release in November, 3 months ago, already considered a highly capable AI tool. Moore's Law. Yeah, right. On Thursday, Google also shared statistics on independent benchmarks, such as one called Humanity's Last Exam, that showed it performed significantly better than its previous model. Again, we expect it to be better. Like, give us something tangible. Like, if you're going to report on a new model, tell us, like, how it's going to help us, whereas the other one couldn't. Oh, it's so much better on these tests. The scores, 80% better on the scores. How much is going to help you? Negative 10%. What? I don't like that. Those comments are superfluous. Ooh, I struggled with that for a second, Dr. Ling. You're right. It is superfluous. It's just, they're just rambling off what they should say at this point. And I don't know. It's not helpful. But we got a new Gemini model, so there you go. Next up we got is WhatsApp launches new groups features. And if you're in group chats, I'm not important enough to be invited into group chats. I'm in 2 group chats. None of them are on WhatsApp. But for you that are, WhatsApp just announced its group message history is rolling out now, which Meta says is one of its most requested features. Here are the details. Here's how it works via WhatsApp blog post. When you and someone new to a group chat, someone new. Let's start that over. When you add someone new to a new group chat, you will see an option to send recent messages to them from 25 up to 100 maximum. This keeps things simple, ensuring new members only need to read the most relevant recent context, and the whole group can easily see the messages that have been shared. For transparency, when messages history is sent, everyone in the group is notified, with clear timestamps and sender information, and messages history is visually distinct from regular messages. Meta emphasized these messages histories is not automatically shared. Rather, it's an action that has to be taken when adding a new member to the chat. That said, admins will also have the option of disabling group message history entirely if they like, a nice touch for especially sensitive conversations. This new feature follows the rollout last month of 3 new group chat features: members tags, text stickers, and event reminders, which I think we talked about on this show as well. Anytime you add more functionality for group chats, because anything that helps you dictate what happens in these things is awesome, in my opinion, because people are getting added all the time. Maybe you don't know, maybe they don't know what's going on with the group chat. So this is a good way to catch people up. And the other tools they've been adding are super helpful too. So I really appreciate these, even though I'm not important to be in a lot of group chats. For those who are important enough to be in group chats, you got some tools. You got some good ones. Next up, we got Samsung reveals the next Bigsby reboot. Now, listen, I've had all of 2 Samsung phones in my life. I hate Bigsby. I hate the way they force it on you on Samsung devices. All kinds of stuff. But apparently, people use Bixby for things that I've just come up on. Like, I don't know how many of you use your AI on your phones and ask it how to use your phone. I mean, I don't ask it how to use my phone, but I do say things like, hey, open this particular app. Hey, show me where the brightness setting is. All those kind of things like that. And you don't have to go through and do it yourself, but it'll do it for you. Apparently, people have been using Bigsby that way for a very long time, and that is one of the biggest ways people use Bigsby, and one of the best ways and best uses of Bigsby, according to a lot of people in some articles that I've written. Okay, it sounds like a plane is flying right over my roof right now. Okay, we're good to go. That was scary. Okay. And so let's talk about the details here for Bigsby. Bigsby has been placed on Samsung devices for years, but Google services have generally been favored by users, like moi. With its new Bigsby reboot, Samsung is delivering some big upgrades in functionality. I don't believe it until I see it. That starts by building on what Bigsby has always been best at, device controls, which I just got done talking about. I never used the AI that way until like maybe 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, wow, this is a great way to control your phone. Like, just talk to it and it does it. Like, no skipping through menus, no having to see stuff that you unintentionally or didn't want to deal with or see at that moment. Like, just keeping focused on what you're trying to do instead of getting sidetracked by other stats or the other settings, or seeing a message when you're going through stuff trying to find something. This is cool because it just brings up what you want to see, and I love that, and it brings it up in a seamless way. Samsung explains that Bigsby Reboot will use natural language to let users control their devices without the need for exact setting names or commands. Samsung says that users can simply explain what they want with examples, including, they got some ways for people to use this. A user could say, I don't want the screen to time out while I'm still looking at it. Bigsby understands the request and immediately turns on the keep screen on while viewing setting without requiring them to navigate through settings or know the feature's exact name. If a user asks, why is my phone screen always on when it's inside my pocket? Bigsby will use the context of the situation and bring up relevant settings, such as accidental touch protection, allowing them to turn it on directly. I think that's super useful. Beyond that, Bigsby Reboot also delivers real-time results from the web. Samsung doesn't mention what it's powered by, but Perplexity has been mentioned on several occasions. There you go. I was gonna say I know they're not doing this, but maybe I was thinking Gemini, to be honest with you at first, but they're using something. Samsung says the Bixby Reboot is available on the Galaxy S25 series via the latest One UI 8.5 beta build in Germany, India, Korea, Poland, the UK, and the US. The latest beta just landed in the US earlier today, which is yesterday. One UI 8.5 based on Android 16 is expected to roll out on Galaxy users in the coming months after launching with the Galaxy S26 series, which is set to go official next week. So very good features coming to Bigsby. For people using Bigsby in that way, good on you. That's a great way to use it. That's the way I would use Bigsby too, but I'm so interested in Gemini till I would just have Gemini be the default AI and have Gemini control my phone, unless Bigsby did it better. That would be a thing. Let's go to the chat here. I have Samsung phones, and Sammy should retire Bigsby like Apple should retire whatever they're doing. Absolutely. I totally agree with that as well. It's not a very good AI companion. But if people are using it this way and these features makes that use case better, I'm all for it. Bixby versus Google, that Samsung has too many choices. Yeah, well, you know what? Add Perplexity into that list too, BM. You know what I'm saying? Lots of choices. Good morning, brother and crew. No doubt. Good morning, brother. How you doing? Mr. Larry Goodman. All right, so what else we got here? What's next on the agenda here? I think it's PDFs on Google Chrome. Yeah, there we go. So PDF annotation comes to Google Chrome apparently, and it just helps a bunch of workflows. Now, I'm not sure how this will help my workflow. I'll probably have to dig into it and play with it a little bit and see what it's like first before I can decide whether it's for me or not. But it looks cool. It looks cool. So let's talk about it. A keyword post rounds up Google Chrome's newest update that users can expect to see, and many already see in the browser. One thing Google highlights is the introduction of highly requested features, including PDF annotation. When opening PDFs in Chrome on desktop, Google states users can highlight text and add notes without needing a separate program. Users can perform actions such as signing their names, adding highlights, and much more. The annotation option is the squiggly icon beside the back and forward button on the PDFs in Chrome. I don't see that here. Yeah, I don't see that here. But moving on. This opens a side menu that lets users select their writing tool of choice. Alongside settings for pen writing size and color, another update Google is formally announcing is the ability for users to save to Drive from Chrome. This follows behind its PDF annotation update, as users will now find a Google Drive icon present when viewing a PDF. The post states that when viewing Drive after saving, users will find saved from Chrome folder, which houses their documents. So basically, this is just a way to save your documents in Drive and open them up in Chrome, and have the ability to annotate them directly in Chrome. I mean, if you're using Drive already, I don't know. And I think, oh, no. You can't get split screen in Drive. So this is an added feature bonus over what Drive offers because of the split screen aspect of the Chrome extension here. The final feature of the trio this week is split view. As its name implies, users can place the content of two tabs in one seamless view. I've done this accidentally a lot lately. Yeah, I wish they would put it in a place that it wasn't so close to new tab because that's what happens. I go to open something in a new tab via the shortcut and accidentally opens things in split view, which I don't want. But moving on. As its name implies, users can place the content in two tabs in one seamless view, so you're not juggling tabs all day, which is cool. I mean, I haven't used it that way yet, but I can see that being the use case. Right-click a tab and selecting split view and give you a space to the right to select another tab. That didn't sound right. Right-clicking a tab and selecting split view will give you a space to the right to select another tab. Okay, there we go. You've noticed this feature for the past few days already, so it seems Google is simply bringing more awareness to it. Yeah, I've had this for a couple of weeks now, and it's been annoying as crap because I didn't know it was being added, so I was kind of hitting it all the time accidentally. But now that I know it's there and what it's for, I think it could be useful for a lot of things. What about you guys? Have you guys noticed the split screen in your Chrome? If so, have you used it? And how are you using it? Are you using it to have less tabs open? What's the use case here? That would be kind of cool. I can see the use case for me being on a machine where I can only run one window reliably, right? Like a lot of the smaller laptops, a lot of the Chromebooks, right? Where the screens are so small to one window when you try to split a window in one browser or two browsers on the screen, right? It takes up a lot of space. This would take up almost the same amount of space, but you would save a little bit of space versus setting two browsers side by side, because you have to deal with the border, right? Then you have to deal with the toolbar and the bookmarks. So all of that stuff takes up more space. So this is going to save you a little bit of space. So I can see that use case for me on small screens, but I think I'd still rather use two distinct browsers if I'm going to be doing serious work this way. All right, so moving on to some of the really quick headlines. Nothing big here, but quick headlines. Meta is shutting down Messenger website in April. I didn't even know it had a distinct website, but yeah, there we go. And Google Doc is getting audio summaries. So if you're in Google Docs, it's going to be really easy to understand this. You'll see the icon up there as well. So we're getting audio summaries for our Google Docs. This is basically them bringing the Notebook LM features to other services, which I like. I wish they would do that a lot more. All right, and that's all the tech news we have for today, chat. What do we got in the chat crew here? Use case: ignore the tabs, but save to drive and open on the 10.3 to read and mark up properly. He said, yeah, ignore the tabs, but save to drive and open in the 10. Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of the Boox drive integration, right? I don't think anyone has drive integration like Onyx. If I'm wrong about that, you guys let me know. I haven't tried a few devices too, like some devices I refuse to try, but like the iFlyTech devices. I may just buy one of those things and just try it. They want to send me one, but I don't want to play ball. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with their criteria to have a free one. I may just go. I just don't like the name of the company. I don't like their practices, but everyone likes their device, so I may give it a try. All right, and that is going to be the tech news. Let's go into the eInk news, which we don't have a lot of, but we're going to talk about some Reddit stuff here and maybe some YouTube stuff too. Wow. Okay. Oh, whoa. What is that? All right. First up, we got here. Oh, can we? There we go. First up, we got here is going to be some Reddit stuff here, and I thought this was cool. And I'm trying to find some nice tidbits of new eInk information. I've been scouring the net, and I've found nothing for new devices coming out. And do I want a new device? Not necessarily. But it's been a while since anyone released a genuinely new device other than Bigsby, which there's a video that we're going to talk about later. I think Kit got an AI note with no constraints. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. And I also think I heard that from someone else. And I mentioned not too long ago that I would revisit their offer, because if they're not like I'm trying to impose criteria on YouTubers anymore, then I'd be happy with receiving one for free. Again, I think I said I would reach out to them again, and I haven't thus far, but I might reach out again. Thanks for putting that back on my brain there, Dr. Ling. So Reddit, let's take a look at some Reddit stuff here. This I thought was cool because, for a company that has a device ecosystem now, right? And they clearly have a device ecosystem. They got the big device, they got the small device, and they have a portable. Love it. No syncing. Let's read this. I wanted to start with the photos as proof of it, as I really do enjoy the devices. And maybe next should say that I am not a longtime user of eInk devices. I am not coming from years of experience with Boox or Supernote. I find that figuring out the workflow is a lot of trial and error. Yeah. There's a use manual for that defines this icon means this. Here is a selection. This is what this icon does when you are using assistive touch. I also want to acknowledge that Viwoods does publish some decent video content on their YouTube account, although a little fast-paced in my opinion. Having said all that, it took me so long to figure out some of the most basic things. For instance, I crop 5 pieces of information with assistive touch crop. These get sent to knowledge base versus notes. Then I merge them and they disappear from visual notes. You know what? The naming of their stuff just irks the crap out of me. It really does. I wish they would have just gone. Why can't they have just gone the regular route of naming stuff so your brain can process it a little easier and say, notes. Okay, I write this. Visual notes. What the hell? A picture, I guess, is a visual note. Pick notes? Oh my God. Reading this gives me anxiety. I'm not lying. It literally gives me anxiety just reading this. We'll try to power through. I'm studying and come across something I want to add, crop it, and it gets saved to visual notes. I open my 5-page document and pick notes. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, it makes me so anxious. And search for a way to import the cropped image, and I can't figure out what. Then I open the cropped image in visual notes. Share, no. Insert, no. Bingo. And then I just figured out right now I could have selected the photo icon and then insert a cropped image from the visual notes. And when you finally figure it out, it's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense now. But it is the figuring out part that I would like to fast track. I'm not going to go through the rest of this. Just reading the naming convention just adds so much anxiety to my life. Anxiety I don't need. But I really thought this story was going to be about why there is no sync between all 3 devices. You have 3 devices and none of them are syncing. That makes me so mad looking at this. I don't even have the mini. I mean, I do have their portable device, which I should have sent back to Amazon before my return period was over, but now I just have to deal with it and eat it. But regardless, I will be selling that on the Discord though for a really cheap price for someone that wants one. But the point here is that you have 3 devices and no sync. When you had 2 devices, I thought, yeah, okay, I can, whatever. That's just a quirk. But now that you have 3 devices and no sync, now you're encroaching on shameful. You know what I'm saying? Now they're encroaching on shameful when you don't have sync and you have 3 freaking devices, man. You want people to rewrite or carry the big device whenever they want. This is crazy. It's just crazy. I think Kit got. I think we got there. It's too hard as this person is making it out to be. It's not as hard as this person is making it out to be. But yeah, it's crazy how they do it. Yeah. Selling the Viwoods, yeah, I'm definitely selling it. No, not the Viwoods big one, the portable, the V reader. I'm gonna be selling a V reader for a cheap price because I have no use for that thing, none. I kept it far too long for no reason. Yeah, I mean, if it had writing, I'd probably keep it. Common problem with eInk, including Boox, Remarkable, Supernote, that they are small and user tests are limited. Yeah, if you don't workflow exactly like test, it's unintuitive. Yeah, especially if coming from huge platforms like Microsoft Office. Agreed. I mean, agreed. You can't test like you want to, so you don't get a really good feel for what the masses would think of it. Yeah, but once you get your device out there and it's just a software fix, you need to do something about it. And they did. They recognized it's a problem because they've done away with some of the redundancy that I had a problem with right in the very beginning of getting the device. But they haven't totally fixed it. But they recognize it's a problem because if they didn't, they wouldn't have changed it at all. They recognize that the redundancies and the naming is crazy. I don't think that there's, much they can do about it at this point, rather, other than kind of push forward until they release a new device or something. No, because they've done it with a smaller one, and naming convention is still there. I don't know. I just think that this is not a very good way to go about having an ecosystem. It doesn't, when you separate your devices like this, it doesn't even feel like a cohesive ecosystem. It feels like you bought 3 distinctly separate devices because they don't talk to each other. You know what I mean? I don't know. My 5-year-old can use my Remarkables. Yeah, you see, that is how it should be. And I've been saying this for a long time, that the Remarkable is a it's a plug and play device. You pick it up and you know how to use it almost instantly. Like, you don't have to be into eInk or paper or programs or UI to know how to use a Remarkable. It's just plug and play. They needed to steal the digest from Supernote. They need to steal a whole bunch of stuff from Supernote. They need just, the thing is, complexity. Like, eInk can be complex as a introductory technology as it is anyway. But when you add the complexity of, I don't know what you're trying to show me here, and I have to, and this is my very, you know what? I'm glad we're going into this. This is my very problem with Expedition 33. This is my very problem with Expedition 33 is that their naming convention is just so weird. It's already that you got to learn a whole new system, right? And for somebody like me who I'm not playing video games every day, you know what I'm saying? I probably play a video game once or twice a week. You know what I mean? Nowhere near what I used to. So I guess I'm not in the culture to where I'm quickly catching on to the new terms, and I'm quickly catching on to the battle mechanics or just the mechanics of the game at all, because I'm just not in video gaming all the time like I used to. But I consider myself a pretty big gamer, and when I stumble upon a game that confuses me, I'm like, why is this game confusing me? Then I realize, oh, it's the naming. First of all, it's a French game, so their naming is going to be different to begin with. And I accept that when I go into a new role-playing video game, because every role-playing video game tries to confuse you with a naming convention. It's different throughout. Final Fantasy's been going on for about 20 chapters now. And every single Final Fantasy game uses a different naming convention for everything. You know what I mean? Magic is not called magic in all 20 games. Some games it's called materia. It's ethereal in another game. It's Magitech in another game. You know what I'm saying? So they call one thing 20 different things for every game, right? So you have to learn new naming conventions. But it's familiar in a way that at least the mechanics is the same, and the naming is something at least remotely intuitive. With Expedition 33, because it's French, because role-playing games try to confuse you with their naming conventions anyway, it just adds an added layer of complexity that I'm like, it's already hard for me learning the mechanics. Now I have to learn the language too. It makes it really difficult. And it added a barrier of entry for me to continuing the game. I haven't played Claire Expedition. I played it for a week when I first got it, and that whole thing I just couldn't do it. Even though the story was good, graphics are good, that naming convention and I think it being French just added that layer of complexity that I just could not deal with, and I just abandoned. I aborted mission. Expedition 33. There's a pushback. Way too many games. Behold, handhold way too much. Maybe Expedition 33 is trying to handhold less. Well, that could be. You're absolutely right. That is a facet that is in gaming, and also that some companies are against, right? Hand-holding. I've never been a hand-holding game kind of person. Like that kind of gameplay doesn't attract me per se. Example would be, okay, case in point. My favorite video game, and I've been playing this game for about 6 or 7 years now. It's the only game that I keep coming back to and playing. And when I want to play something, it's what I think of first. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should try something different because I just played this game. It's called Mortal Online and 2. And it is the most hardcore game you can play on the planet. and that's not an exaggeration. Think Ultima Online. How hardcore is Ultima Online? That's probably the most hardcore, right? Think Ultima Online, but for the new age. No hand holding. There are no quests in this game. You have to find out what you want to do on your own. You group up with people on your own. When you die, you lose everything. And the person who killed you can just take it all, right? You're not safe even when you're in cities. You can be attacked and killed. Now, guards are in cities, and they'll attack people who attack you if you're in a city. But if the person who attacks you is with a group who can overwhelm the guards, well, you're just dead. And they take all your stuff. So I'm a hardcore video game fan. So I agree with you, DeRock, but that's definitely not it. I definitely think in my case with Expedition 33, it ain't the hand holding that they're not doing that bothers me, because I don't like hand holding at all. But I will say, I think it's just a combination of role-playing games. All of the nomenclature is different every game. Nobody makes a role-playing game and makes a part 2, it seems like, with the same nomenclature for everything, right? It's new nomenclature, new missions, new people, new direction, new story, new everything is new. Even the naming conventions. Man, it just sucks. It really, I want some continuity, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I don't know, that's the thing. But the Viwoods naming convention reminds me of that whole thing with Claire Obscura and Expedition 33. It's so odd and different and just separate from everything else everyone is doing. You have to form your brain around that new way of doing it. And I don't know if I don't know if that appeals to me at all. Not in eInk anyway. Definitely not in eInk. What are we doing here? Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Okay, so moving on. What else do we have on Reddit here? Reading on Remarkable Move is awesome with KO Reader. And now, how many of you guys out there use KO Reader? Is the KO Reader that much better than the native reading experience on Remarkable? I've never used KO. Is it KO Reader or is it Co-Reader? You guys let me know, because I've never used it. But if they give you options to increase the font, darkness, size, if it lets you dictate reflow, yeah, okay, good. I want that. That's what Remarkable should be adding to their own native reader. Like, why do you have... It just makes me mad that they have a reader that they don't care that's bad. I mean, they're not the only ones, but I don't know. That bothers me. You have an awesome device with a reader that with a size that could kill and just clean up the market, yet you hamper it and hinder it with a lackluster reading experience that you don't even care that doesn't have the basics. The YouTube video link is to my app. Oh, what? Really? Is it in the video description? Well, there you go. Free promo, Mitch. I couldn't read that on that size device. That's 2 paragraphs at a time. Not for me. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I don't know. If the KO Reader has those functionality, I'd be happy with that. Yeah, the guy's using Remanager to install the mods. Oh, wow. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's crazy that you recognize that, Mitch. Let's look at this. Oh, that's awesome. Mitch, you're a celebrity, bro. Mitch is a celeb, a regular everyday celeb. Moving on, we got buy secondhand, keep on loving old e-reader. Well, I'm hoping people buy secondhand because I'm going to be putting a few devices up on the Discord for sale. And she talked about this a little while back and how she was like, yeah, I don't know how your Discord doesn't have a sale thing. Most do. I'm like, oh, thank you, she. I feel bad now. I need a store. So I have a store set up. I'm going to add a eInk resale section to that store. along with digital assets that you guys can buy if you'd like to purchase some screensavers that I've been working on. And I also am going to have downloadable STL files for the things that I'm creating. But those are only going to be available to people who are like certain tiered members of the Discord. So we'll get that going here pretty soon. But where are we at in the Discord, or in the let's see where we are in the poll, right? We have a poll here that's going. Man, and should we migrate from Discord? 71% says yes, and out of 7 votes. Yeah, I think at the very least what I'll do, chat, is I'll start another Rants About. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm changing the Discord. I'm actually going to change the Discord today to Rants About, not Rants About Tech, because I will be, since I have 2 channels now, and I will be swapping out the eInk and Rants About Tech sites or channels here pretty soon. And pretty soon, I'm meaning hopefully in the next week, because I'll be working on that this weekend, trying to get all of the graphics correct. But when I do that, I'll be my Discord will be Rants About and not Rants About Tech, and then all of the different channels will be the different channels that I have on YouTube. A lot of things will be changing here pretty soon about Rants About. So I appreciate you guys for being here. I really do. It's all due to you guys. Like, you guys keep me motivated, and also the community at large is big. And I want to create a community of people who are interested in many different things, and we could all kind of mingle together in the same Discord, even if you have a different interest, right? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to build there anyway. We'll see how it works out. What else we got here? I like this too, because like I said, secondhand store coming to the Rants About Tech Discord, where I'll be kicking off that by selling a few of my devices off at just probably half price. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to get rid of them. And because I just have too many, and I'm not using them, so I'm like, these will have this will be a good home for someone somewhere else who actually wants to use this device that I'm not using anymore. So we'll be doing that. And then I'll have that available for anybody who wants to put their device up for sale there. Hopefully we'll throw a forum post up for those kind of things as well. Reading on the move is not that bad. Said Aaron. I knew Aaron was gonna come to the defense. Rants About Discord with individual channels for tech, maker, etc. is a really good idea. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So everyone can kind of mingle together, and you can kind of dip off into another room if you want a different experience, right? Yeah, that's hopefully. Not hopefully, that is how it's going to work out. The Rants About Tech website, which we have up here, the Rants About Tech website is going to change into just about rants. It's just going to be Rants About. And then I'm going to have different links up top here for tech, maker, eInk, that kind of thing. And then you can go to those different sections, and then I'll have different things on sale. It'll just be merch. This page will just be merch, and then I'll have the pixel orange for selling the nibs, right? That'll be the nib spot for that. But yeah, so it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Very interesting. Last thing we got up here for the Reddit is going to be pencil grip for Remarkable Marker Plus. I do like this. It looks really cool. I mean, you got the strap right there, so you can always fit this in your on the case, right? So that's not a problem there. I like this. I like this a lot. Ergonomics, right? That's what we're missing in a lot of our stylists today. Hopefully Aaron is going to help us out with some ergonomics in this new pen. Aaron, I hope your pen has ergonomics, bro. Do not leave out ergonomics in your pen. That's what's gonna do it, bro. Please add ergonomics to your pen, Aaron. Don't leave me in the dark, okay? Even if it's just a triangular shape, bro, or something. Like, give me something. Give me something out here. Okay. All right. Lastly, we're gonna check out some 2 videos that I'm gonna be watching later on today after the live stream. I noticed that that Dave had a new video out. So Dave at Tablet Tech has a new video talking about the Big 10 impressive device, except for this. Ooh, good little teaser there. Good little teaser. Oh, you know what I like in the background here? I like how he got the Note Max and the 10.3. Man, that's a beautiful sight right there. That is a beautiful sight. Maybe if I sell some of these devices, I can afford to buy the Note Max. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. The money I'm gonna make from selling the devices on the Discord, I'm just gonna use the money to buy the Nomax. Style over comfort, no doubt. No doubt. 6-inch heels, bro. 6-inch heels. I could sell a silicone grip that fits the original stylus. They could sell a silicone grip that fits the original size. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They definitely could. All right. So I'll be watching that definitely to check out, see what that teaser is here, except for this. You find out what this is, Dave. Next up is a video that I think is just an impressive video. For what I always talk crap about artists drawing on the remarkable. It's a good thing no one pays me any attention because Vlad goes off in drawing on these eInk devices. I really, you know what I mean? He does a really good job. Shout out to Vlad. Let's get the air horns going for Vlad and his drawing skill, period. Big up to your drawing skill there, Vlad. This is just a testament to his drawing skill. But through any event, yeah, I really do like the fact that he was able to do this. Very cool. What music player do you have here, man? I don't know what music player he has that he's got there, but that thing is cool. Oh, that's an Apple Watch. Is that what that was, chat? Was that an Apple Watch inside of a iPod type case? Who is he? What is he listening to? Let's find out what Vlad is listening to. That's way more important than this drawing. All right. Oh snap! He was listening to who's that? Is that Young Thug? Is that Young Thug? Oh, is that Wyclef? Psh, Wyclef. I thought that was Young Thug. Okay, who else he got here? I don't know who that is, but that looks like an. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Chat, who is that? Who is that, chat? It sounds like he got some ratchet music on. It looked like he got some ratchet music on. I never pegged Vlad for listening to some ratchet music. Listen, I like ratchet music too, but I didn't think Vlad did. What else he got here? Okay, who is this? Oh, he got Santana on there. I recognize Santana. I don't know who that is, but that was definitely Santana. Oh yeah, dang, I missed it. Anyway, I don't know who that is, but that is definitely not Santana. I wish I knew how to draw, says Dr. Ling. I wish I knew how to draw too. I can sketch, but I'm not a really good drawer. But I can sketch. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, yeah. What he was listening to is super interesting. I like watching people's music habits. That's a. Oh, is that Bon Iver? No, that was not Bon Iver. Oh, he took away the music. Oh, that sucks. Oh, we got more music. Is that more music? No, it's not more music. Okay, all right. Flume is that purple geometric album cover. Is Flume good? Bebe is the third studio album by American rapper. Who? Oh. Phyllis London? Bone Iver. Oh, it's not Bone Iver? It's Bone Iver? Thank you for correcting me. Anyway, I like their music. I'm a huge fan of Bone Iver. Flume is a GOAT. Oh, no doubt. I'm going to check out Flume. Oh, you know what? If nothing else, Vlad Video has taught me about some new music that I want to listen to. So thanks, Vlad. I really appreciate that. And this video is just impressive, right? What he's doing on the remarkable Paper Pro move, the remove, is impressive. So I even said so in the Discord there. Very, very interesting video. Man, I think that's going to be it, chat. I don't have any 3D printers. I can't make anything. I'm in a very weird place right now in my life without a 3D printer. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this time out to make my video for I'm gonna take this time out to make my video for Formlabs, letting them know why I'm replacing the printer and give them video of the printer to show them that it's in working condition. They want pictures, but they're gonna get video. If pictures are worth 1,000 words, the video is gonna be worth, I don't know, 1 trillion. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get that done, and then I'll work on some other videos too, because I have nothing to do. I can't create anything. That's been holding me up with editing, is creating stuff. Now I can't create anything. It's back to editing. Flume, Sleep is an all-time great. There you go. I appreciate that, Dr. Ling. All right, so this is going to be the end of the show. I really appreciate you guys for being here. Rants About Tech Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. If you can join us, we'd love to have you. Consider joining us if you have the time. Thanks to the chat crew for joining me today. As always, Dr. Ling, The Rock, Aaron, we got Mitch here, we got eInk here. We also got Dr. Ling. We got BM. And you know what? Rob ain't here, but we gonna say big up to Rob too, because Rob is typically always here first. So thanks to Rob for always being here, and also big up to you, bro. I hope everything's well with you. Okay, all right, we're gonna get out of here, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you all again on Monday. TGIF, have a good weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I hope you're having better weather than me, because this is crazy. All right, peace. Oh, expect a video too, because I got nothing to do but edit. Peace. What? Duroc says I'm currently 3D printing filament and insert for an Altoid style 10. Oh, that's cool. You know what? I can create some things. I got my filament 3D printer over here. I can do some. I got the A1 Mini over here. I can make some stuff. And you know what? Maybe I'll take this time to go ahead and make some of the accessory things that I've been meaning to make to help my 3D printing life easier, that there are models already out there for that people can help me with. And also, as far as the poll goes, you guys, before we get out of here, the poll, 78% to 22%. So I'm going to make another server for a Rants About server. Where should we go though? Think about that. We'll talk more about it Monday. I appreciate you guys for being here. Men's Olympic gold Sunday morning, hockey. We'll watch that. Yeah, come on. You know, we know they taking it. All right, you guys, peace. Oh, I didn't show the poll. All right, you guys see the poll right there. This is too many after the show cut-ins. But the poll, 78%, 22%. So, yeah, we'll do that.